Hi, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. I'm going to do a reading for the weekend, just a mini collective reading to see what's kicking about. So I've got a 9-box spread from my Lenormand, and I have clarified it with my Rider-Waite, my Spirit Oracle, and a couple of archetypes just to see the players here. And I have a Queen of Cups in reverse and a King of Cups upright. These are the participants in the story. So sticking purely to Lenormand to start with, there is a message here, or a messenger. This can be a visitor, the rider. This message or visitor is going to help clear up some confusion. The Queen of Cups is very confused. She's in the clouds here. I kind of get sneaky feeling, because I've got my fox down here, that this King of Cups, who, you know, would be her counterpart. But the very odd thing about the King of Cups is he struck me as the King of Wands. Obviously, there's a lot of red in this card. And I instantly read him as the King of Wands. And yet it says the King of Cups. I'm like, that's not the King of Cups. This is someone who... This is almost someone who has a covert ego. They're very ego-driven. And they like to... have, you know, a persona of the King of Cups, you know. Who's the King of Cups? Someone very nurturing and caring, emotional, but doesn't wear their heart in their sleeve. Someone who's in control of their emotions, that type of thing. But this is the King of Wands. That's really who he is. He's trying to come across as someone's match, or I'm just getting that he has a covert ego, because I have the Peacock Spirit with him and I have the Moss Spirit, and they're both in reverse. And the Peacock Spirit in reverse is someone who like hides their light under a bushel, someone who maybe lacks confidence, but they would never let on that that's actually, you know, who they are. But the Queen of Cups is in reverse and he's in the upright. And the Queen of Cups is in reverse because I think they could be married, and they may be divorced or getting a divorce, because I have the Hierophant in reverse and the Empress in reverse. So yeah, I feel the King of Cups may be moving away from the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups has the message for her, if you resonate with her side of the story, is that she's someone who needs to let go of a drive to control and compete. She's actually coming across as very competitive, to the point she could be compelled to cheat. She may even lack some sort of morality with the Athlete Spirit in reverse here. But there's something new coming in for her that's going to allow her to move in a new direction. And it is this clarity. She's going to move from the dark side of the clouds, which is what's representing her. This message comes in, this news, this new information, probably about the King of Wands, because that's the, you know, what's hidden in the spread, what's knighting the rider. And it's going to release her or him, or both, from the situation they're currently in. The Nine of Wands is in reverse here. Nine of Swords, sorry. So this is getting out of your overthinking process, your paranoia, your insomnia. There is a release here. It's the Ten of Wands at the base of the deck as well. A dropping of whatever this burden is, between the Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups upright, who's actually the King of Wands. Now, I have to say, if I'm reading it, these lines, like past, present, maybe even future, I've got the clouds and the sun. Now, this can just mean that the sun is going to break through the clouds and we are going to get clarity here. It may be intuitive messages with the moon. And it's going to help release someone from something that's really been troubling them. It may even bring something back around or something into focus. Maybe there's been misconceptions here. The other thing to look at here for some of you with the clouds, the sun and the lilies is that this could be an old person who has really powerful mood swings. I mean, I would often see this combination on its own as, you know, senility or dementia. Maybe even, you know, a manic depressive type of person. It is incredibly cloudy thinking, but it does go from very dark, very pessimistic to, you know, exuberance and clarity and let's go. And it could be connected with an older person. There's a lot of conflict here with the Five of Wands. I have the Five of Wands twice. I have it in my After Tarot and my regular tarot. So if it could be, you know, someone's having issues both with their mother and their wife, or the Empress is the Queen of Cups. And she could be maybe a bit of a strong-armed authority figure that's been kind of overthrown. I sort of get the feeling the Queen of Cups is overthrown. I don't know why, because I've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and I see her as having her pockets emptied here, being literally turned upside down and, you know, shaken about to get the pennies out of her pocket. So I mean, this could be someone's mother, and they're, you know, dipping into their purse every week. I don't know. But this lilies does not, in this combination, to me, represent any sort of peace or harmony. It just feels like an older person. And to be honest with the fox here, this may be someone who actually kind of deliberately confuses someone, actually gets a bit of a buzz out of it with the Six of Wands here. I mean, he is beyond smug. I mean, he is almost like you can't keep the smile off his face here. He's the sort of person that like throws a grenade into a situation. Okay, a grenade's a bit strong. But, you know, pulls this elaborate prank, or speaks to, you know, does like speak to people side stage, you know, plant little ideas and impressions and falsities, and then sits back and watch them all have a massive smash and thinks it's utterly hilarious. The moon can also represent someone's reputation, and this would be someone who has a reputation for arguing, creating drama or pain, anxiety, and being manipulative and deceptive. That is their reputation. That's another way to look at it. But there is the front and centre of the spread is the path. So there's a decision here for someone to make this weekend, and it will be off the back of new information that's coming in, that is either going to be an intuitive download, or it comes in the night. There is some sort of message here that's coming through that is going to clear the clouds, bring the sun out, and allow someone, or put them in a position to make a decision for a brand new start. This is the Ace of Wands. Something brand new. This is coming from a single person, this message. It can't, I mean, obviously it's foxy down here, and maybe that someone is actually single, where they maybe were married, the Hierophant being in reverse with the Queen of Cups. So maybe someone you were dealing with was married, and the news that's coming in is that they're now free and single. It can also be a gay man. It's not a young man. I don't feel it's a young, unless they're dealing with a much older woman. This is someone who is, you know, at least to me 45 plus with the lilies. Something, this is more to do with the outcome, but it's like someone's lost their wand here. He's gone from 6 wands to 5 wands. and they're all like exhausted. They can't even be bothered to fight about it anymore. Whereas before, on the same row, they're all up for it, full of vitality, fighting to, you know, make themselves heard, to be recognized, to win. Bicker, bicker, bicker. And now it's like they just can't be bothered. Now this could just be the King of Wands, whatever he's been fighting for, maybe to keep his marriage together with this Empress. I just get I mean, obviously the Seven of Pentacles means you're just no longer investing in the situation. Whatever this information that comes through, whatever this clarity that is delivered, someone is no longer prepared to fight for this, quite possibly. They've lost patience. They're not investing any more time or effort into trying to salvage a relationship. And the Fox, okay, he is very manipulative and deceptive. The other side of him is that he is someone who does actually do whatever's necessary to care for his own family. So as much as he comes across as selfish, self-interested, and if you're a farmer and he's, you know, taking your chickens every weekend, he's a big bloody problem. I do get the feeling he's moving on, and actually he's quite happy to be moving on from whatever this situation is. I think he's done a bit of detective work. This can be, you know, actual, you know, investigative work, or it just can be into himself, his own situation, his partner. Maybe they've had some counselling, and he is just moving on. There's a feeling of exhaustion here, and ultimately success. The success seems to be from moving on from what is a heartbreaking situation. It's incredibly anxious ridden. And yet the anchor here, his stability that he's looking back on, has got the Death card in reverse. And this is resurrecting something, but it could just be that he is moving away from this relationship, if it is that, or this person, could actually bring stability back into his life. But this is somebody who does have a huge ego, and I'm not, with that combination, and cheers, happy Friday, I'm not sure he's seeing himself entirely clearly. There's just too much fire around him. There's no other element to almost, you know, balance out his headspace. There's a lot of intensity about him, a lot of excess. And with this combination of archetype and my spirit animal cards, this is saying that there's a change needed to support your well-being if you're resonating with the King of Cups, who's actually the King of Wands pretending to be the King of Cups. I wonder if I get that is because he's actually the person that they're with is a mismatch. I wonder if that's what it is. She's watery and she's in reverse. It can be somebody who's over emotional and maybe very clingy. They just seem like a mismatch, apart from the fact she's in reverse and he's upright. Fire, this is like fire and water, and yet he thought he was water, but he's not. He is fire. But somebody's lost a wand here, and they maybe just lost the desire or drive to fix the situation, to continue to work on it. And yet at the base of the deck I do have the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So maybe there is a promise of new love here. Maybe it's just you know, self-love, a feeling of hope again in the situation. Very much seems connected to the moon cycles, but it would seem to be with the Ace of Cups in reverse, you know, going back around again. Anyway, the main message for the weekend is the Akashic libraries are open. And this is where these intuitive messages may be coming from. So the Akashic libraries are everything that has been, everything that is, and everything that will be is being made available to you. Whenever I've had this card, I've never had all of that. I certainly get a wee bit, Get something, listening to whale music as you go to sleep, that might help. Ask the question before you go to sleep, that sort of thing. But there is some clarity coming in here, which is really positive. Okay, let's take an advice card for the collective for this weekend, please, Spirit. Advice card. Didn't really add an advice card for the weekend, please, Spirit, for the collective for this reading. The Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. And we do have this summer. Bask in joy and sunlight. And move in a new direction. That's nice. I love this Trader card. Let's see. I always feel it's a really heartfelt delivering. It's something that he's created that he's really proud of. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks and months. That is your reading, guys. Please like, subscribe, reach out if you would like a personal or Reiki. All my information is below. Have a good weekend and look after yourselves. Bye.